What's up everybody, Typical Gamer here with your daily GTA 5 news, tips, tricks, Easter eggs, guides, and more. And today I'm going to do a quick review of the I'm Not a Hipster event playlist that is giving double GTA money this weekend, and I'll be letting you know if it's worth playing for fun or if it's a good source to get money fast and rank up quickly. Basically, I'm going to answer the question, should I try this out? So real quick, this playlist became available with the I'm Not a Hipster update and gives double the GTA money specifically for this weekend, which is Friday, June 20th to Sunday, June 22nd, which leads to the question, should you try it out and is it worth your time? Well, I did the research for you, and before I go in depth, my answer is that yes, you should try it out because it's pretty fun, and yes, it could be worth grinding for money and RP. There are a few pointers that you have to review before you do dive into it, such as how good of a GTA 5 player are you in terms of teamwork, shooting, parachuting, and racing. If you want to know specifics, be sure to stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. Now, let's jump right into it. The I'm Not a Hipster event playlist features 4 new jobs which mostly incorporate the new content available in the I'm Not a Hipster update, or are in hipster-esque areas of the game like Mirror Park. It takes around 20 minutes to fully complete, and if you come in first place in most of the jobs, you can net nearly $150,000 per hour, which is pretty great while having some fun and changing things up. The playlist starts with a capture job that requires a minimum of 2 players to play and can have a maximum of 8. The job itself is pretty basic. You have to head to the middle of the map, pick up a taxi, and bring it back to your base to score. The first team to score 8 times wins the match, and that's a cool 5,600 and a bunch of RP, which changes depending on levels. There's nothing too fancy about this map. You start off with a pistol, and upgraded weapons are pretty far and spread out. It can be pretty fun when you're playing with your friends, as once lots of cars start piling up at the taxi area, it gets hard to get out, and because you cannot break through the fences, it leads to some mayhem. Also remember that you can bet up to $10,000 on your team, so if you're confident in your team's shooting and driving abilities and want to earn some extra cash, go ahead. Next up, we played a last team standing map in East Vinewood that again was pretty basic. The min-max amount of players was the same as the first, except this time you could use any weapon that you own. My tip for this job is to call Lester and hide yourself from the radar. I did this and got a triple kill to win the game almost instantly, which was pretty awesome. An easy job to net almost $7,000, a bunch of RP, and some betting money as well if you're confident. Third up, we have a parachuting job over Mirror Park, which is pretty basic as well. It only takes a minimum of 1 player to start, but has a max of 8 like the previous jobs. Nothing too special about this job, just take your time and hit the center of the rings for the most points. I will say though that the final area they have to get to is pretty tough. I tried to wrap around and failed, and I know people who went straight for it hit trees and failed, so use extreme caution when trying to hit the bullseye. First place nets around $9,000 and a bunch of RP as well. Finally, the last job is a land race where you have to use a new pig alley, which is pretty slow and turns like a bathtub. This race needs a minimum of 1 player to start and has a maximum of 16 players. The route for this race is pretty simple with nothing too interesting or fancy, and takes a decent amount of time to complete. Coming first in this race though netted me a whopping $24,000, a ton of RP, and an extra $8,000 from betting $10,000 at the start of the race, which means I got $32,000 for coming in first. All in all, these jobs have nothing truly spectacular about them, and they're pretty bland, but they're worth giving a shot with your friends because of the double money bonus, and who knows, maybe you'll enjoy it enough to play it over and over again because it does have a nice cash and RP incentive, but that all really depends on how well you and your team does while playing the jobs. That's it for today's video, but what I want to know is which one of these jobs from the I'm Not a Hipster event playlist is your favorite, and do you think this playlist is worth playing if it wasn't for the double cash this weekend? Be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts. As always, I want to thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to press the like button for me, and also be sure to subscribe for more daily, top-notch GTA 5 videos. I also want to say that everyone in this video is a subscriber, and I asked for people to come play with me. I needed help with the video, which was this video. I asked them on Twitter. So guys, if you want to come play and help with the video sometime, definitely Twitter is the spot to be. So twitter.com/typicalgamer. Be sure to follow me there for your chance to come play with me, and I have a bunch of other cool stuff there as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and peace out.